Okay, so thanks for joining. If you haven't met, my name's Holly. Today I'm going to go through a new yoga sequence that I'm calling Ghosh Flow. It's a 75-minute class. We follow the same sequence as 26 and 2 or Bikram yoga, but we will add some sun salutations in between certain postures, and we'll also add in some other optional postures for the second or third set that are from the Vishnu Ghosh lineage of yoga that Bikram comes from. So if you're new to this, we're all pretty new to this, just have fun, take it easy. If something hurts, please don't do it. If you have questions, just make a mental note and ask me after class, and I'm always happy to talk with you. So we're gonna start with 2 sets of pranayama deep breathing. Bring your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. H-A, sound, head back. Arms forward, elbows touch. Good. Inhale. Chin down. Slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way, way, way back for the wall behind you. Elbows touching away from your body. Inhale, head down. Breathe in through your nose, down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up as you exhale. Open your mouth wide. Make an H-A sound. Keep exhaling until your lungs are empty. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Push the air out. Inhale, head down. So make this the deepest breath so far. Breathing into the top of the lungs, middle of the lungs, bottom of the lungs, full lungs. Exhale, head up. In our day-to-day life, we don't really use the full lung capacity, but the lungs need to be worked out just like every other part of the body. Inhale, head down. Let's make this the last breath in the first set. Spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Good, change. Arms down, you can roll out your shoulders, your head. Second set, feet together. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Keep exhaling, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, full lungs. Exhale, head up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lungs empty. 1. Inhale, head down. Synchronize your breath with your body movements. Elbows find their highest point when your lungs are full. Exhale, head up. Take your time. If your elbows, if you time it right, elbows touch when your lungs are empty, not before or after. Inhale, head down. So we're starting to pay attention to our body and our breath moving in time and space. Exhale, head up. Make sure just your head drops back, no backward bending. Keep shoulders over hips, hips over heels, weight in the heels. Inhale, head down. Keep the weight in your heels. So just your neck and arms move. Shoulders down, chin down, chest up, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Keep your knuckles underneath your chin like glue. Squeeze palms, wrists, forearms, elbows together. Inhale, head down. As you inhale, suck your stomach in. Depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles. Exhale, head up. Suck it in, hold it in tight. Draw your belly button back, chest up, elbows touching away from your body. Inhale, head down. Let's make this the last breath in the second set. Deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up, take your time, let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Good, change, arms down. We're gonna continue with 3 rounds of half moon with hands to feet pose that we will also flow into vinyasas or sun salute. So it's a mix between a sun salute and a moon salute, and I will walk you through every set. feet together. Inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, stretch up, and bend right and left, right and left. And this is just a warm up. As you're moving, if you notice that you're really tight, honor that during class. You don't have to go very far in postures to get a stretch. And as you're moving, if you notice that this feels good, maybe today's the day that you go a little deeper. When you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. First set, half moon pose. Bring the weight into your heels. Push your hips a little forward, bring your head and arms back, squeeze your palms together. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows and knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Just remember, it's the first posture of the day. There is no rush, know where you need to be, absolutely nothing that you have to prove to yourself, to me, to anyone else. All you have to do is breathe. Let your breath be your guide. As you inhale, lengthen your arms. As you exhale, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up and stop in the middle. Hips forward, arms back, stretch up tall out of your waist, and slowly bend to the left as you push your hips to the right. No bend in the elbows. No bend in the knees. Just push your hips further to the right beyond your flexibility, creating a tremendous stretching feeling in the right side body, but don't collapse. Lift your chin, lift your chest. It's a very proud posture. You have a lot to be proud of for coming to class today. Keep the weight in your heels, push your hips a little more forward, upper body back. Right hip tilts forward, 2 hips in line. Left shoulder forward, 2 shoulders in line, come down. Push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, first back bend. Take a deep breath, full lungs. I'll show you from the side. Keep your eyes open and drop your head all the way back. Look for the floor behind you. Immediately bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. Whole spine, backward bending from coccyx to the neck. Looks good. Lower back, middle back, upper back. You've got it. Bend your total spine. Backward bending. Try to fall down backwards. Maximum weight in your heels. Inhale, breathing. Push stomach, thighs, hips. Everything forward. Bring your arms back. Look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change, inhale to come up, stretch up. Exhale, stomach in, bend your knees and carefully go down. Put your hands on the floor, drop your head and go for a walk. Bend one knee, straighten the other. And if you have a lot of back pain today or a history of slip discs, you can always skip the forward folds, yeah? Bend one knee, straighten the other. Move your hips, shake your head, hands to feet pose, Padasana, bend your knees halfway. At first, grab the backs of your calves, and if that's okay, grab your heels from behind, step on all 10 fingers. Wrap your elbows back, touch stomach to thighs, chest to knees, let your head hang heavy. Eventually, face touches the shins below the knees, so no room for light and air between the upper and lower body. If it doesn't feel good, please don't do it. Never force your body. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, stretch your spine down. Listen carefully, release the grip on your feet, carefully bring your hands in front of you, and as you inhale, lift up halfway. You can have your hands on your thighs, your shins, or the floor. We're going into a vinyasa. As you exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, and step back into a high plank. And if high plank does not work for you today, no problem. Come down onto your knees. From here, we're going to do a chaturanga. So you want to roll forward a little bit, hug the elbows in, elbows over wrists, and go down to a 90-degree angle with your arms. As you inhale, come up, either into a baby cobra with your thighs on the floor and your elbows bent, or an up dog with your thighs off the floor and your arms straight. As you exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. Bend one knee, straighten the other. And if down dog doesn't work for you, no problem. Come down into child's pose. Hips down and arms long. So every plank, every chaturanga can be done from tabletop, and every down dog can be a child's pose. And in general in class, if it's just a little too much, just take a child's pose or a savasana, no problem. On your next inhale, look between your hands, step forward, coming up halfway with a flat back. As you exhale, bend your knees, drop your head down again. Inhale, reach your eyes, come up, circling your arms up, looking up, greeting the sun. Exhale, hands back down at heart center. Good, second set, half moon with sun salutation. Feet together, arms over your head, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs. Push hips forward, upper body back, stretch up tall, and slowly bend to the right as you push your hips to the left. So fun fact, in the Vishnu Ghosh lineage where there's 84 postures, you do all of the 26 and 2, but they're a little bit out of order. So you have a sun salutation, but you also have a moon salutation and a salute to the gods and goddesses. Half moon, triangle, head to knee pose, those are all part of the moon salutation. Come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up. Stop in the middle, hips forward, arms back, stretch up tall, and slowly drop to the left as you push your hips to the right. So we're kind of doing a hybrid in this class, saluting the moon and the sun at the same time. And if you ever want to try salute to the gods and goddesses, maybe we'll do that for a different day. It's really fun. Keep the weight in your heels, hips a little more forward, head and arms back. Push your right hip forward, get your 2 hips in line, left shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming, come down, push, and push, and push. Change, inhale to come up, stop in the middle, second heart opener, take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, drop your head all the way back, and then bring your arms back with your ears. So this back bending is really what the moon salute is all about. You're making a half moon shape with the arc of your body. Bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change, inhale to come up, stop in the middle, exhale, bend your knees generously and go down. Put your hands on the floor, drop your head, bend one knee, straighten the other. Notice what's a little bit more loose in the second set, what's still a little tight. Second set, hands to feet pose, stomach in. Bend your knees halfway, grab your heels or the backs of your calves. Wrap your elbows back, stomach to thighs, chest to knees, face on your shins, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Lift your shoulders up away from your ears. Bend your elbows more back behind you. Roll forward, push your big toes down, lift your hips up. Change, circle your arms forward, and then as you inhale, lift up halfway. Again, you can have your hands on your thighs, your shins, or eventually on the floor. As you exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, step back into a high plank or into tabletop. Keep exhaling, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, come up into your baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, down dog, or child's pose. Shoulders down, spread your fingers wide, root down through all 28 knuckles, especially the space between your index and thumb. Drop your head, press your thighs back. Good, on your next inhale, look forward, step forward, lifting up halfway, flat back. Exhale, bend your knees, drop your head. Inhale, reach your eyes, come up, circling the arms overhead, saluting the sun. Exhale, hands back down at heart center. Good, third set will go fast. We're just gonna cross the thumbs, feet together, arms over your head, palms together, only cross your thumbs. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, drop to the right as you push your hips to the left, coming down in a straight line. Try to keep your palms together, shoulders down, chin away from the chest. Lock your right arm, lock your left arm, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up. Hips forward, arms back, stretch up tall, and slowly drop to the left as you push your hips to the right, coming down in a straight line. Relax your jaw. Lift your chin, drop your shoulders, keep the weight in your heels, squeeze your butt, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, third heart opener, take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, drop your head back, and then slice your fingers along the ceiling like slicing hands through butter. Yum, bring your arms back with your ears. Good, change, inhale to come up, stretch up. Exhale, bend your knees, go down. This time, no warm up. Grab the backs of your calves or your heels. Bend your elbows back, touch stomach to thighs, chest to knees, face to the shins. Pull on your heels, roll forward like a wheel. Lift your hips up. Maybe try to lock your legs. So big toes down, shoulders up, elbows back, stomach in, roll forward, lock your legs, lock your legs, lock your legs. Change, circle the arms forward, coming up into a halfway lift. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, step back into a high plank. Roll forward, keep exhaling, coming down, chaturanga. Inhale, come up into your up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, down dog. Try to press your heels down. Remember, at any point, you can take a break. You can do child's pose. Good, on your next inhale, look forward, step forward, lifting up halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, drop your head. Inhale, reach your eyes, circle your arms, coming up, looking up, saluting the sun. Exhale, hands back down at heart center. Good. Next, we'll do awkward pose. First set, normal. Step your right foot to the right 6 inches, hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel. Bring your arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight. Suck your stomach in, bend your knees, and start to sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels, sit down halfway only, hips into a chair. Sit down a little bit lower. Suck your stomach in, lean your upper body back, lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, try to fall down backwards at the end. Change. Inhale to come up, keep your arms there, push your hips a little forward, now come up maximum on your tiptoes like a ballerina. Stretch up first, bend your knees and sit down. Try to keep your knees in line with your hips. Press the shins and heels forward. Heels a little forward, knees a little forward, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change. Inhale to come up. Last part, heels down. Squeeze your knees and inner thighs together. Let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. There's no obligation to sit all the way down. Stop whenever you want or when you're a ½ inch off your heels. Squeeze your knees together, lift your chest, and change. Slowly push the floor away from you. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. You're welcome to do second set just like that. I will provide you with some options that you can modify a little bit if you want. So second set, step your right foot to the right, hip width distance, 6 inches, insides of your feet parallel. This time have your hands at heart center and push the elbows out a little bit. Stomach in, bend your knees, sit back and down. Now you can stay here, or you can start to bring your left elbow to your right knee and try to twist. Placing the hands in the center of your chest, right elbow up, looking up towards the ceiling. Keep the weight in your heels. You can stay here, or for a moment, open your arms, stretching the arms wide. If arms are stretched out, bring your hands back into prayer. Carefully come into the middle, and we'll do the other side. This time, right elbow to left knee, left elbow up, looking up. Keep the weight in your heels. You can stay here, or you can spread your arms wide, looking up for your left thumb. Good, if your hands are open, bring your hands back together. Carefully come back to center, and now come up all the way on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Stretch up tall. Now bend your knees, sit down, and this time I want you to lean forward and see if you can bring the hands back. Palms facing in, almost like you're squeezing a big beach ball behind you. Heels a little forward, knees a little forward, sit down more. Good, change. Inhale to come up, swing your arms up, whoop, and if you can, knees together, let your heels come a little off the floor, and slowly sit down. The slower you do, the better you do. Squeeze knees together and forward. Okay, if you have bad knees today, don't listen to what I'm about to say. If you have good knees, come up 1 inch and hold. Come up 1 inch and hold. Now change, slowly come up. Everybody together, good. It's just a little bit more control. Heels down, right foot back, arms down. Eagle pose, Garasana. First set normal. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, swing your right arm under your left arm, palms together, thumbs towards your face. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down. Lean back and bring your right leg over your left leg, right over left. We forgot to do a vinyasa, that's okay. I don't think anybody's upset about it. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes. Sit a little bit lower, arch your upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, left arm under your right arm, left under right, palms together, thumbs towards your nose. Pull elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, lean back, and bring your left leg over your right leg. And just remember that this side might be a little or a lot different, and that's okay. Bring your knees to the left, upper body to the right. Practice over perfection. Sit a little bit lower. Pull your elbows down. Arch your upper body back. Good. Change. Feet together, arms over your head. Second set, we're going to try and do arms and legs at once. A little bit more coordination. Ready? Swing your right arm under your left arm and your right leg over your left leg at the same time. Pretzel braiding the body. Push your left hip forward to get your 2 hips in line. Right shoulder forward. Open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Sit down more. Pull your elbows down. Arch your upper body back. Good. Change. Feet together, arms over your head. Left side. Left arm under right arm. Left leg over right leg. Left over. Left under. Send red rover over. Bring knees to the left, upper body to the right. Relax your jaw. Sit down more. Relax your jaw. Sit down more. Pull your elbows down. Arch your upper body back. Good. Change feet together. Arms over your head. Sun salutation if you want. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, fold forward. Go down. Drop your head. Inhale, halfway lift, looking forward. Exhale, bend your knees. Put your hands on the floor. Step back into high plank. Keep exhaling. Go forward. Chaturanga. Inhale, come up into your up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes under. Lift your hips up. Down dog. Bend one knee, straighten the other. Good. Inhale, look forward, step forward, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, reach your eyes, circling your arms up overhead, looking up. Exhale, hands back down at heart center. Sweet. Okay, party time. Cheers, y'all. Woohoo! Everybody's doing great. For the next two postures, we're gonna try and flow standing head to knee into standing bow. So it'll kind of look like, and then you're gonna try and keep your foot lifted and just pick up your foot and go. And of course, if you fall out or you need to take a break, please take a break. But if you're feeling a little bit of like a burn in your calf or thigh, you're doing it right. Okay, standing head to knee, Dande Mana Chandrasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back. You can stay here, or when you're ready, maybe round forward a little bit. You can stay here, or when you're ready, pick up your foot. All 10 fingers interlocked. Nice tight grip, don't lose the grip. If you know your left leg is locked, no bend, no wobble. Inhale, slowly, gently lift your right leg up. Kick your heel forward, flex your toes back. You're training your Achilles to stretch. If both legs lock, puff up your chest, and then bend elbows down. Keep bringing the chest down. Touch your elbows to your calf muscles. One day, elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change, slowly reverse out. Try to keep your right foot lifted. Now point your right toes. Bring your knees together, pick up the inside of your right ankle at the ankle bone. Left arm up and back with your ear. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, take a deep breath, stretch up, and go for it. Charge your body forward as you kick your right leg back and up. So feel what it feels like now to be pointing your toes rather than flexing them. Kicking and stretching should be equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance rubber. Kick really hard, body down more, leg up more, push your left fingers forward, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly kick yourself up, feet together, arms down. Oh, my calf always cramps on that, so good. Shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, and lift your left leg up. Point your toes, flex your toes. It should feel really good to flex your toes now. As you're ready, round forward and pick up your foot. So you're stretching out the calf that you just worked out. If you know your right leg is locked, no bend, no wobble, inhale, lift your left leg up. It's a real kick. Kick your heel forward, flex your toes back. If your standing leg is bending, posture hasn't started. If both legs lock, then bend elbows down. Try to touch your elbows into your calves. Keep bringing the chest down. One day, elbows go below the calves. Change, slowly reverse out. Keep that left foot lifted. Point your left toes, knees together. Reach back, pick up the inside of your left ankle. Right arm up and back with your ear. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, take a deep breath, stretch up, and go for it. Charge your body forward. Kick your left leg back and up. Bring the body down and the leg up. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. So from the side, two heels in line. Kick back and up until your left shoulder disappears behind your right shoulder. In other words, two shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulder, shoulder blade, scapula coming out of the body, body down, heel up, kick. Good, change, slowly kick yourself up, feet together, arms down, take an inhale, and then exhale. Second side, bring your right hand, second set, shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, suck your stomach in, round down, and pick up your right foot. At any point, you should be able to let go of your foot and have your thighs stay in place. It's the hip flexor psoas doing the work. Concentrate, meditate, don't forget to have fun. Inhale, lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. And if that's easy, see if you can let go and keep your forehead and knee together. Good. You're gonna slowly reverse out. Try to keep your weight on your left foot and bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back, pick up the inside of your right ankle, knees together, left arm up, give yourself high five for coming to class, lock your left leg, point your right toes, take a deep breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. So if that left calf is cramping, a trick is to come down, and that'll stretch the whole back of your standing leg more. So come down to parallel. It's also good for increasing heart rate. Body down more, leg up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself out, feet together, arms down. Last one, shift your weight to your right leg, contract your inner thigh as well as your outer thigh. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, suck your stomach in, round down, pick up your left foot, nice tight grip. Don't lose the grip. Concentrate, meditate. Here we go, lift your left leg up. English bulldog determination, Bengal tiger strength. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck your chin to your chest, put your forehead on your knee, and if that's easy, maybe try to let go. That side is much harder for me. Good, take your time as you reverse out. Keep your weight on your right foot, reach back, pick up the inside of your left ankle, right arm up and back. If you can, bring your arm behind your ear flap, lift your chin, lift your shoulders, stretch up, and go for it. Stretch your shoulders and arms apart in opposite directions. So left arm back behind you, right arm forward, so your chest starts to open. Coming down to parallel, body down, leg up, push those right fingertips forward, point your left toes, kick, kick, kick. Good, slowly kick yourself up, feet together, arms down. Great. Come to the back of your mat and towel. Let's see, first set of balancing stick is normal. Feet together, arms over your head sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, lean back. Step your right foot forward, a big step, lock both legs, point your left toes, and slowly come down to parallel. Arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. From the side, body makes a T, like Tom, not a broken umbrella. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, change, left foot down, right foot back, arms back, lean back. Step your left foot forward, lock both legs, point your right toes, and slowly tilt. Charge your body forward, shoulder blade, scapula coming out of the body, chest down more, heel up more, stretch. Good, change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down, take a breath. Second set, we're gonna go from balancing stick into standing splits. So here's your body standing upright, here's balancing stick, here's standing splits. I'll show you from the side. Feet together, arms over your head, palms together, just thumbs cross. Step your right foot forward, lock both legs, point your left toes, and come down. Keep coming down with a flat back until both hands touch the floor. Think of your left hand as your left foot. Reach your right arm behind you at your calf or Achilles. Start to lift your left heel up into the standing splits and bring the body down. So stomach to thigh, chest to knee, maybe even face to shin one day. Lift your heel. If this is easy, walk your left hand in and maybe grab both, both hands at your ankle. Maybe, I'm not there yet. Good, okay. When you're ready, bring your arms back together and carefully come up. Nice, right foot back, lean back, step your left foot forward, lock both legs, point your right toes and tilt. Excuse me. Coming down to parallel, going past parallel. Hands to the floor, keep your right hand on the floor like a second foot, reach your left arm back behind you, stomach to thigh, chest to knee, keep stretching your right big toe up to the ceiling, one day into standing splits. Good, when you're ready, lower your right leg down to parallel, bring your arms back together, and carefully try to come up. It's a wobbly process, right foot down, left foot back, awesome. Arms down. Okay, next is the separate leg series. We're going to flow standing separate leg stretching, triangle pose, and head to knee pose. The first set is normal, and remember to take it easy if you're dealing with any injuries. So first set, stretching Totally normal, feet together, arms over your head. Step your right foot to the right, big step. Turn your toes in, heels out. Lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Look forward all the way down. Great. Grab your heels from behind. And if that's too much for today, no problem. You can grab the outsides of your feet or start with your hands on the floor in front of you. Everybody roll forward. Push your big toes down, contract your thighs, lift your hips, lock your legs, pull stretch. When they touch your forehead to the floor, in between your feet. Keep a flat back. Good. Change. Carefully come up. Take your time. Take a wider step for triangle pose. Turn your right foot out. Left toes in. Bend your right leg and sit down. You can take a bigger step if it helps you sit down more. Lean back and move your arms at the same time. Right elbow in front of the knee. Left arm up to the ceiling. Aim your right fingers just between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor. Don't push any weight on the floor. Look up to the ceiling. Touch your chin to your shoulder. Push your left hip forward and down. Push your right knee back with the help of your elbow. Turn, twist upper body back. Lock your left leg. Left foot flat on the floor. Change. Rotate your arms. Straighten your right leg. Right toes in. Left toes out. Two heels in line. Inhale. Bend your left leg and lunge. Sit as low as you can, stay down there, and move your arms. Make sure your right leg is straight and contracted the whole time as you bend your left knee to sit. Look up towards the ceiling, look for your right thumb and breathe. Reach your right arm up, stretch your left arm down, drop your right thigh. Sit down more, turn, twist upper body back, stomach in. Lock your right leg, right foot flat on the floor. Change. Rotate your arms, straighten your left leg. Left toes in, standing separate leg, head to knee pose. Inhale, arms overhead, palms together, cross your thumbs. Take a little bit of a smaller step. Exhale, pivot on your heels to one side of the room. Push your hips forward, stretch up tall, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Round your spine. Chin tucked to chest, stomach in, touch your forehead and knee together, front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Stretch all 10 fingers beyond your big and second toe. Bring maximum weight to your front leg, right hip up, left hip forward, two hips in line. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl. Take your time, always going slow in transition. Pivot on your heels, uncross your heels. Turn your back toes in, push hips forward, forward, forward. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. Your arms are an extension of your spine. Biceps with your ears, fingers just beyond the big and second toe. Bend your front leg if you need, touch knee and head together. Bring your weight into your front foot, left hip up, right hip forward, forward, forward to keep your two hips in line, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl. Take your time. Good. Head up last, pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Wonderful. Second set, you're welcome to do it just like that. Otherwise, I'll throw in some fun variations. Starting with stretching pose, I will show you from the side. Put your hands on your hips. Step your right foot to the right, big step. Turn your toes in, heels out, bring your hands behind you and push your hands back. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, swan dive forward. As you're ready, you can start to bring your arms forward for a nice shoulder rest. Roll the weight into your toes. Lift your hips up. Lift your chin up. Contract your thighs. You can stay here or bring your hands back to your hips and then place your hands on the floor in front of you. From here, take a smaller step for garland pose, Malasana. You want about 2, maybe 3 feet between your feet. So you don't want your feet wider than your mat probably. Feet should be inside of the mat. Turn your toes out this time. So heels in, toes out, start to bend your knees and sit down. Now, depending on your physiology, a wider or smaller step might help you out. You can also play around with turning your toes out more. If this is easy for you, bring your insides of your feet to parallel, but never turn the toes in more than the heels. Push the elbows out, lift the chest up. So this is how a lot of the world eats hangs out. This is how a lot of the world uses the bathroom, but most Americans cannot do this. You just do this a little bit every day, eventually heels to floor, eventually butt down and chest up. Good. When you're ready, put your hands on the floor and lift your hips up. Put your hands on your hips and carefully push yourself up. Take your time. Good. Triangle pose. Take a wider step. Bring your arms out. Push your hips forward. Lean upper body back. Turn your right foot out. Bend your right leg. Sit down and move your arms. You have an option to stay here in traditional triangle pose. You can also place your right hand in front of your right foot and straighten both legs, coming up into a more vinyasa style triangle pose, looking up towards the ceiling. You can stay here if this feels good. You can also bend that right knee again, and we'll go into what's called bird of paradise. Try to bring your right hand in between your legs, lift up almost like you're going to give yourself a pat on the back, and then drape your left arm behind you, eventually catching your hands together. This is the fun part. Start to walk your feet back together, and that might take a while. And if you don't want to do this, you're also welcome to just like watch and laugh at us. Shift your weight to your left leg and see if you can lift your right leg up. And then kick your right foot up. And now you can maybe see why it's called bird of paradise, right? Just like that beautiful flower. Try to walk your feet back together first so your heels almost touch. As a beginner, it took me like a full minute to walk my feet together. Once you've done it for a while, you can do it in a couple steps. Good. When you're ready, slowly lower your right foot back down. Widen your step again. Reach your arms back out into triangle, and then rotate your arms. Straighten your right leg, right toes in. Good. Left toes out. Bend your left leg and lunge. Sit down, lean back, and move your arms into a 26-2 style low lunge triangle. You can stay here, or option to place your left hand on the floor in front of your left foot and straighten your left leg, looking up towards the ceiling, and in a more vinyasa or ashtanga style triangle. You can stay here, or option to bend your left leg again, reach your left hand between your legs, drape your right arm back behind you, try to catch hands together, and then that awkward crab walk, back your feet back together, shift your weight to your right leg, and lift your left leg up. Once you're upright, try to straighten your left leg and puff up your chest. So at first you might be really folded forward, but eventually hips forward and chest up, just like in triangle or like in tree pose. Good. When you're ready, slowly return your left foot down to the floor, widen your step, reversing out, bring your arms out into regular triangle, rotate your arms, straighten your leg, left toes in. Take a smaller step. Put your hands on your hips for standing separate leg, head to knee. Pivot on your heels to one side of the room. And this time, if you would like, you can bring your hands behind you, interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Bend your right leg, touch forehead and knee together. And if it feels good, once again, you can bring your fingers, arms forward for a shoulder rinse, eventually bringing your index fingers towards your right foot in front of you. Good. When you're ready, bring your hands back down first. Lock both legs. Change. Slowly roll up. Good. Let's do the other side. Pivot on your heels. Everybody's doing great. Pivot on your heels. Uncross your heels. Turn back foot in. Push hips forward, forward, forward. Stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest. Go down. Round your spine. It helps with balance to keep your weight in your front foot, but both heels on the floor. So the right back leg should be contracted. You're pressing the right thigh back, pushing your heels down, press your hips forward, round your spine. Push your forehead into your knee, hands down, change. Slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra. Very nice, head up last. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Option to take a vinyasa here if you want. Feet together, arms over your head, looking up, greeting the sun. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, drop your head. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, put your hands on the floor, step back into high plank. Keep exhaling, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, come up into your up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, down dog, bend one knee, straighten the other. Heels down, thighs back, drop your head. Inhale, look forward, step forward, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, drop your head. Inhale, reach your eyes, come up, arms up, looking up overhead. Exhale, hands back down at heart center. Wonderful. We're gonna flow tree to toe. Lock your left leg and lift your right leg up. At first, your foot's on top of your shin, your knee, your thigh. Eventually, hold on to your foot from underneath. Touch your heel to your costume. Sole of foot flat to ceiling. Slowly, gently let your right knee drop back. Right hand up. And if you can balance, left hand up. Take a breath. You can stay here or flow to toe stand. Pick a spot on the floor, 4 feet in front of you. Don't move your eyes. Fold forward. Touch hands to floor. Walk your hands forward. Lean forward. Lift your heel, bend your knees, sit down. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Left hand up. And if you can balance, right hand up. And if you're feeling extra frisky, try to kick your right foot forward. I don't know if I'm there today. Maybe your right foot forward. Whew, maybe falling back. Fun. When you're ready, put your hands on the floor in front of you. Lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg, and then push your hips forward to reverse out. Nice. Change. Lower your right leg down. Lock your right leg and lift your left leg up. Heel to costume, sole of foot flat to ceiling. Let your left knee drop down. Remember that we're not symmetrical. This side might feel a little or a lot different, and that's okay. You can bring your left hand up, and if you can balance, right hand up. If you're like me and your foot tends to fall, just continue to hold on to your foot the whole time. I'm right there with you. You can stay here or flow to toe stand. Stomach in, fold forward. Put one or both hands on the floor, walk forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down. If you can sit on your heel, walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Left hand up, maybe right hand up, and if that's easy, try to kick your foot forward. It's been a while since I've done this. Good. When you're ready, try to reverse out, hands to the floor, lift your hips up, and then push your hips forward. You can always come up on 2 feet. Good. Change. Left leg down, honor yourself. Oh, nope, just kidding. Feet together, arms over your head. Optional vinyasa looking up. Exhale, fold forward, bend your knees, drop your head. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, step back. Keep exhaling, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, come up into your up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, down dog. Good. Inhale, look forward, step forward, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, drop your head. Inhale, reach your eyes, come up, arms up, looking up overhead. Exhale, hands back down at heart center. Okay, sweet. Now high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana. We are on the floor for the rest of class. Okay, everybody's doing great. Okay, so lying on the back, bring your heels together, let your toes fall open. Thank you for your patience with me. I'm still working out the kinks in this sequence of yoga. Okay, heels together, toes fall open, arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Notice any tension in your body and see if you can just soften. Notice any worries in your heart and see if you can just soften. Rather than breaking down, we're just invited to break open just a little bit, yeah? Just softening a little bit, taking down all of those lines of defenses so that we can see truly who we are on the inside. Slow inhale through the nose. Slow exhale through the nose. We continue. Pavanamuktasana, when removing pose. Right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin just below the knee. Pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body, pull down extra hard, maximum pressure in your lower abdomen. Change. Right leg down, left leg up, pull your knee out and down and hold still. Keep your head on the floor, right leg on the floor. If your right calf doesn't naturally touch the floor, flex your right toes back to your face. Good. Change. Left leg down, both legs up. Grab your elbows each other. Give yourself a really big hug for coming to class. Squeeze your knees together and down. Keep your head on the floor. Look down the center line of your body and breathe. As you look down the center line of your body, if you have hands and elbows, just notice how that looks. If you're not grabbing your elbows yet, that's totally fine. But if you can grab your elbows today, just make note of that for second set. Change, arms down and eyes open. So for second set, lift your right leg up, and if you can, place your right knee in the hook of your right elbow. And now try to grab opposite elbows. You're welcome to turn around and look at me for a moment if that helps. But eventually you'll place your right knee in the hook of your right elbow, grab opposite elbows, and maybe bring left elbow a little to the left and right foot a little to the right. So two shoulders are on the floor and your arms and your chest make a nice square. Good, change, right leg down, left leg up. And you might not be able to grab your elbows yet, and that's totally fine. I think this is just a nice way to try to invite that right shoulder down. So you're not way rolling to the left, right? Right shoulder down, left foot a little to the left, breathe. Good, change, left leg down and both legs up. Grab your elbows each other, give yourself another big squeeze, your knees together and down. Keep your head on the floor. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Good, change, arms down and eyes open. Next, we do a straight leg sit-up. If you have any concerns about your back today, please skip the sit-up. Roll off to the side and meet us on your stomach that way, por favor. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, elbows to floor, forehead to knees, very nice. Turn, lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series. So in Vishnu Ghosh's version of this class in the 86 postures, we're gonna flow all four twice. So we'll go from cobra, straight into locust, straight into full locust, straight into bow. Then we'll take a savasana and then we'll do it all again. If at any point you need to take a break, please take a break. Okay, ready? Cobra, Bhujangasana, belly on the floor, hands on the floor just below your shoulders, elbows point up to the ceiling, feet together like a cobra's tail, lock your legs, look up and lift, beautiful. Stretch your upper body off the floor, that's so nice. Come up halfway only, keep your belly button down and your chin up. Elbows should stay bent, they make an L, a 90-degree angle. Notice if your shoulders are tensing up, roll your shoulders back and down. You want a nice stretch through your chest. Don't forget about your cobra's tail. Keep your feet together, toes, heels touch. Lock your legs, push your feet down, hips down, hands down, look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Lovely, change, slowly lower down. Arms straight position, palms down facing the floor. Bring your arms underneath you as best you can, right, left, right, left. Take your time. Spread your fingers wide, eyes open. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90. See your foot come directly over the top of your head. Lengthen to lift, so stretch your big toe back, point your right toes, lock your right leg, lift your thigh up. Good, change, slowly right leg down. Relax your right side body. Lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. Imagine you're drawing a line up the back wall, use your left big toe. Press your shoulders down. Try to put the weight in your palms and shoulders rather than your wrists and elbows. Push fingers down, lift your heel up. Good, change, slowly left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin and mouth down, mouth on the towel. Bring your arms a little closer underneath you. Micro bend your elbows so the shoulders push down. Squeeze your butt, feet together, lock your legs, point your toes, lift both legs up. Come up, everybody come up, struggle a little harder. Don't give up, feet together, knees together, squeeze your butts, lock your legs a little bit more, lift your thighs up. Good, change, slowly with control, lower down. Bring your arms out, take a moment, bring your arms out to the side like airplane wings, feet together, toes, heels touch. Take a moment, relax your shoulders. Feet together, lock your legs, point your toes, look up and fly. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor, so good. 747 taking off. Just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. Look up to the ceiling where your eyes go, body nose to follow. Keep your feet together, toes, heels touch. Lock your legs, lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, chin on the floor. Bring your arms down, bend your legs. Grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with the index fingers. Always have to adjust my stomach a little bit. Okay, point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up towards the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands. That does not feel good today. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. I should not have had that falafel. Roll forward, freeze between your ribs and hips. Hold still, do little sips of air in and out through your nose. So this is a great back bend. It's a great chest opener. It's also good for your digestion. Bring your knees and feet back together a little bit more. Knees in, feet out, wrist straight, look up to the ceiling, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your right, good for you. Left ear on the towel, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Take a slow inhale through your nose. Slow exhale through your nose. Carefully lift your head and look to the other side of the room, looking to the left, right ear on the floor. Take a slow inhale through your nose. Slow exhale through your nose. Good. Second set, cobra. Bring your chin forward, hands flat on the floor. Make sure your hands are flat, not cupping, all 5 fingers together, elbows point up, little fingers in line with your deltoids. Feet together, lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. Maybe coming up a little bit more in the second set. For sure, you're pushing your hands into the floor, but not so much that you have to rely on the hands, right? Maybe lift your hands off the floor for a second, but then push them back down. That resistance between the hands and the floor is what activates the upper spine muscle, right? So not all resistance is bad in yoga and in life. A little bit of resistance here with the floor helps you to activate the muscles a little bit more. Feet together, lock your legs, lift your chin. Good, change. Slowly lower down, chin forward, arm straight position. Bring your arms underneath you as best you can. So cobra pose is about resistance. Locust pose is about leverage. You're going to use your forearms and your hips for leverage. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. So you want to push forearm and hip together to lift the heel a little bit higher. Press your shoulders down, spread your fingers wide, point your toes, lock your leg, lift your thigh. Good, change, slowly lower down. Relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. Still breathing in and out through the nose, eyes open, mouth closed, jaw relaxed. Shoulders down, lift your big toe up a little higher. Good, change, slowly lower down. Grand finale, you can do it, tuck your chin and mouth down, and then you don't have to do this posture until tomorrow, right? Feet together, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up, come up. Everybody come up, you can do it. Mouth down, shoulders down. Use your arms on your hips for leverage. Shoulders down, mouth down, lift your heels up. Good, change, slowly lower down. Bring your arms out, and this is all about levity, right? Full locust, feet together. Toes, heels touch, lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. This posture is so good for strengthening your back muscles. It's a nice opening through the shoulders and the chest. Never force the body. Make sure all 5 fingers together. Notice if your wrists are bending in a weird way. Try to keep all the joints in line. Lift your arms a little higher, thighs a little higher, knees together, thighs up, chin up, chest up. Look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, chin forward, circle your arms back down, bend your knees, full bow. Grab your feet. This is all about tension. The tension between your hands and your feet will help you to bend your spine. Point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up and start to kick. So the harder you kick, you can balance forever, but the harder you kick, the more you can open through your chest and shoulders, eventually see the feet come over the top of your head. For today, knees in, feet out, try not to rock back and forth. Little sips of air in and out through the nose. Point your toes, squeeze your butt, create tension between your hands and your feet. Kick, 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 kick. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on the floor, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Slow inhale through the nose. Slow exhale through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Gently lift your head and look to the other side, still breathing. Scan your body for any tension. Soften through your shoulders and chest, your hips. Let your hands and feet get heavy. Good, bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor. Option to do 5 push-ups here, either on your knees with me or on your toes. Okay, good stuff. Come to the top of your mat and towel. And same thing in the Ghosh series, we're gonna flow the next 4 postures twice. The next 4 postures are what's called the fixed firm series. The tops of your feet, ankles, shins, and knees will be fixed firmly on the floor for the next 4 postures. So start in a tabletop position, open your feet and knees. You can stay here the whole time, or when you're ready, start to walk your hands back and eventually sink your hips down. I have a friend that thought it was fixed fern, like the office plant, for years. She was always like, fixed fern, what's that all about? Fixed firm, like firmly. If your hips touch the floor, put your hands on your feet, bend your right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head on the floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other, look down the center line of your body and hold still. If that's all easy, you can walk your knees back together, but knees never come off the floor. Good. Change. Put your hands on your feet. Carefully push yourself up. Come to the middle of your mat. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs. Half tortoise. Stretch up tall and slowly go down. You are welcome to put one or both hands on the floor and walk yourself in. Forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Get your elbows off the floor, wrists off the floor. It's relaxing, but not that relaxing. Active arms. That's how I would describe a lot of yoga. Relaxing, but not that relaxing. Lock your knee. Okay, good. Change. Slowly come up, arms over your ears. Stand up on your knees. Open your knees and feet. Put your hands on your lower back. Camel, Ustrasana. Go slow. Keep your eyes open, and at first, just look up towards the ceiling, and this is already a huge opener through your throat, chest, and hips. If this feels okay, lift your nose and chin, and if that's all right, drop your head back. Go slow. You can stay here or go back halfway with your hands on your back, and if this is amenable, right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up, drop your head back and breathe. Good, change. Put your hands on your back, push yourself up. Bring your knees, feet back together, hips back down to your heels for rabbit, Sasangasana. Make L's with your hands like little bunny ears, and then flip your palms down. Reach, grab your heels from the outside, stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Round your spine, forehead to knees, automatically top of head to floor. Pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and your head, you can walk your knees up one by one, that head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, lift your shoulders up, pull your belly in, round your spine. Good, change hips down, slowly uncurl vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, and up last. Turn around, Savasana. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Take an inhale, and an exhale. Option to take a prolonged, luxurious Savasana, or option to join me for a little bit of an abdominal wall workout. So you can stay here in Savasana, or you can bend your knees up and then lift your feet off the floor so your knees are over your hips and your shins are parallel to the ceiling. Lift your head gently off the floor, interlace your fingers, and place your hands at the back of your head. As you're ready, start to straighten your right leg back towards the back wall and gently bring right elbow towards left knee, looking a little to the left side of the room. Bring your head back to center, bend the right knee. Straighten your left leg to the back side of the room, bring left elbow towards right knee, gently looking to the right. Come back to center, and then repeat this little bicycle process, bringing right elbow to left knee, or close to left knee, and then left elbow close to right knee as you straighten one leg and bend the other. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1. Good. Change. Slowly lower back down. Take a breath. Option to roll off to the side and meet us for second set fixed firm or another sit up. Legs together, arms over your head. Flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Good. Okay. Turn, come to the top of your mat and towel. Second set fixed firm. I'll show you from the side. Open your feet and your knees, and this might be enough for you, especially if you have tight toes or ankles, no problem. As you're ready, walk your hands back. Make sure the insides of your feet stay parallel. If your toes are turning way out or way in, that's ankle tightness that we want to work through, not around. If you can sit down between your heels, put your palms on your soles. Right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head on the floor. Tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other. The little bonus stretch here is for those of you with healthy knees who've been doing this posture for a while and the fronts of your thighs and your knees feel good today. You want to keep your knees on the floor, but you can experiment with squeezing your butts and gently lifting your hips. So lifting the hips off the floor, and then you'll feel an even deeper stretch along the tops of your thighs and knees. You can play around with lowering your butt back down and then squeezing your glutes and lifting your hips up. Okay, everybody lower your butt back down to the floor and change. Put your hands on your feet, carefully push yourself up. Good, come towards the back of your mat. I'll continue to show you from the side. You're welcome to do half tortoise like we normally do with knees, feet together, or you can take a wide-legged child's pose. So keep your feet together, open your knees wide, sink your hips down, and start to walk your hands forward. So a little bit of a different hip opener. Reach the arms forward. This time, palms face the floor and elbows can touch the floor. How nice is that? Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize, breathe. Good, change. Push yourself up, walk yourself back up. Now stand on your knees, keep your knees wide apart and your feet close together. You're welcome to do a second set of camel. If you have full camel in your repertoire already, feel free to do full camel. If you do not know how to do it, you're welcome to watch me. Ask me after class and I'm happy to walk you through it, but it's not something that you can watch and do for the first time at once, okay? So you can do regular camel with your hands on your back, grabbing your heels, or eventually you'll go back. Wherever you are is perfect. You want an opening through your chest and a bend to your spine. That's all. Good. Change. Carefully push yourself up. Bring your hips down. You can do a second set of rabbit, or you can join me for shoulder stand. Again, if you've never tried shoulder stand before, you're welcome to watch. You're welcome to do a second set of rabbit, or ask me after class and I'll talk you through how to do it. Okay. If you've got shoulder stand in your repertoire and you're lifting your feet up, you can play around here with bringing your knees to either side of your ears and your feet to the floor, maybe grabbing your heels. You can also play around with lifting your legs back up, maybe doing a lotus and folding your lotus. Okay. If you're in rabbit pose, bring your hips back down and carefully roll out. If you're in shoulder stand, go to plow, feet on the floor. Put your hands on the floor, carefully roll out. Rabbit pose going into Savasana. If you did shoulder stand, you have an option to take fish, where you bring your hands under your butt, palms facing down, bend your elbows and drop your head. This is the counter stretch to shoulder stand. If you're in fish, slowly untuck your head, bring your arms out. Everybody, Savasana, Savasana, sweet Savasana. Take a slow inhale through your nose. Good for you. Slow exhale through your nose. I love the 26 and 2. I think it is one of the most beautiful sequences of yoga that I've seen, and I've been around the block. Okay, I love the 26 and 2. I think it's nice to remember that it comes from a larger sequence of yoga, right? So the 26 and 2 is meant to be like accessible to anyone and everyone, challenging to anyone and everyone. The 84 can be a little bit trickier, right? So if some of the postures gave you pause, that's really normal. Feel free to ask me any questions and just keep going, right? But the 26 postures that we do regularly, those are the key to unlocking the other ones that are a little bit trickier. That's where all the other stuff kind of comes from, right? Okay, so we're gonna finish with head to knee, stretching, spine twist, flowing those together. And then same thing, second set, head to knee, stretching, spine twist with optional variations. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Okay. So first set, head to knee, Janu Shavasana, normal, right leg out to the top right corner of your mat, bend your left leg all the way in, inhale your arms over your head, stretching up, exhale, turn to your right, look over your right shoulder, tuck your chin to your chest, drop your head. You can bend your knee as much as you want to touch your knee and head together. This is the last of the head to knee postures. If your leg is straight, lock your leg, bend elbows down, left elbow down, left shoulder down, roll to the inside to get your two shoulders in line. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg all the way in. Make sure your legs are square and 90-degree angle in L. Stretch up, turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest, bend your knee as much as you want, touch knee and head together, never forcing your body. Interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing under the ball of your foot, flex your toes back and breathe. Slowly kick your heel forward. If your leg is straight, keep going. Lock your leg, try to touch elbows to floor, right elbow down, right shoulder down, roll into the right. Good, change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping, sit up, stay here, stretch up tall. Otherwise, carefully lie down, let your spine realign and sit up. Good, Paschimottanasana stretching. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with your peace sign fingers, middle and index fingers, thumbs on top, and scoot your butt back. At first, you can have your knees super bent. You want to keep a flat back, right? So this might be right where you are today, and this is wonderful. You're hinging at your hips so the back stays flat rather than pulling the spine. Slowly over time, you'll straighten the legs a little bit more and stick your butt out a little bit more. And if your legs are straight, then lock your legs, but keep going down with a flat back, stomach to thighs, chest to knees, one day, forehead to toes. Good. Change, come up, keep your butt on the floor for spine twist. Bend your left leg on the floor. Touch your right heel to your left knee corner. Right arm behind you, left arm up, stretch up and over. Grab your left knee with your left hand, hand, heel, and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, twist. You can keep your hand behind you or grab your hip, your waistband, one day your inner thigh. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, other side, bend your right leg on the floor, touch your left heel to your right knee corner, left arm behind you, right arm up, stretch up, and over, grab your right knee with your right hand, hand, heel, and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up, exhale, look over your left shoulder, twist. You can keep your hand behind you or do the half bind, keep spine straight, chest up, rib cage open. Inhale, stretch up, exhale, look over your left shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. Second set, we'll do similar postures, but almost like we're in the upside down in Stranger Things. So same, but different. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, okay. So second set for head to knee, we're gonna do an option where you can have your legs wider. So a normal head to knee, you only want your legs in L, a 90-degree angle. For this, you can have your legs a little bit wider. For this one, you can place your right hand on the inside of your right thigh and lift your left arm up, looking up overhead. So it's a revolved twist, head to knee. You can start to bring your forearm to the floor. Lots of options to like grab your foot with your hand or maybe even both feet with the hand, looking up. And of course, you're welcome to just do a second set of head to knee like normal. Good, change, slowly reverse out, bring your left leg out, right leg in, left hand on the inside, right arm up, looking up, stretching up, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. You can stay here or maybe bring forearm to floor, maybe even catching your left foot with your right hand looking up, maybe even catching your foot with both hands looking up, left shoulder forward, right shoulder back. Good, gracefully unwind, bring your right leg out, and we're gonna fold forward with separate legs. You wanna feel it on the inside thighs, but too much is too much, right? So if you feel a whole bunch, bring your feet a little closer together, otherwise legs out wide. You wanna go down with a flat back again. So I'll actually show you from the side. So you're gonna stick your butt out and start to walk forward. Eventually forearms to floor, and eventually chest to floor, but rather than like rounding your spine, try to go down with a flat back. Good, change, walk yourself up. Next, we're gonna do a spine twist with two, well, of course you can do normal spine twist or two options. You can sit crisscross applesauce, or if you have it in your repertoire, you can try to do lotus pose, okay? Place your right hand close behind you, left arm up, stretch up, and over. Grab your left knee with your, grab your right knee with your left hand. Right knee, left hand. There we go. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, twist. If you're doing lotus, you can play around with the bind. Try to catch your right foot with your left hand. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, slowly unwind. Left arm close behind you, right arm up, stretch up, and over. Grab your left knee with your right hand. I did it. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, twist. You can keep your hand behind you, or if you're doing lotus, option to try to grab your left foot in your right hand. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, and if you're doing lotus and you want to be really fun, you can try to do bound lotus, right? So that spine twist prepares us for bound lotus one day. Good, change, turn around, Savasana. So this goes fast, but it's more, just view this as like opening eyes a little bit, right? All of what I love about the 26 and 2, those are all foundational postures that make all of the other crazy postures accessible a little bit, right? And what I really love about doing the other crazy postures is they help teach us what to focus on in the regular 26 and 2, I think. And if you have any questions about that, I'm always happy to talk to you about it, but it's all interconnected, man. Okay, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Whenever I explain like intermediate yoga postures, I always feel like that meme from Always Sunny in Philadelphia where he's like, it's all connected. That's how I feel. But I promise in yoga, it is all connected. All over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes, with a smiling, happy face. Final breathing, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. First set normal. If it hurts to sit on your feet, please don't do it. Sit on your butt, otherwise sitting up tall, and begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times. So fun fact, Bikram calls this Kapalbhati breathing, but in every other style of yoga, Kapalbhati breathing is through the nose. So rather than, it actually is like, it's just through the nose. So second set, I'll invite you to try that. It's the exact same setup. It's the same way that you snap your belly in, but you're just exhaling through your nose. Sometimes it doesn't feel like you're doing anything. So every once in a while, I like to place my hand close to my face so I can actually feel all of the air that's being pushed out of the nose. Okay, ready? Sit up tall. Take a slow inhale through your nose and begin. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself, give yourself a hug, high five, pat on the back, turn around, relax, Savasana, close your eyes, open your arms and legs, and just breathe. Take a slow inhale through your nose. And a slow exhale through your nose. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. And see if you can break open. Thank you guys again for joining. I am still working out kinks to this class and how best to explain it. If you have any questions, concerns, or feedback, or you're just curious about some of the postures, please don't hesitate to reach out. I love talking shop. And if you have any questions in general about yoga, please let me know. I plan on putting this on the schedule maybe every other week, or maybe once a month, or maybe we could even do a different time. I'm open to feedback. So yeah, I love you all. Let me know if you have any questions.